Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos.
Man, what you doing my water bottles over there? Got me some shit. What the fuck kind of jersey is this, brother?
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, Mr. Audibles.
Set, ready? 10 over.
4-3-4 bear, eh?
Tight up. X3, 218, chop. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Let's get up there. Double ends. Doublings. Gasolina.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And all right away, he lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
And he's wide open for a big one.
Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
I go back bunch ace. Let's see what it does.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So funny. I hate that.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. They'll get the first down and more and send him to 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
70, Indy.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker.
Oh, you cannot be serious.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5.
This is not Tyreek Hill.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Into him, a sack.
Lord have mercy.
Back at the 9-yard line. Samson Abukum, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game. And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Go. Now.
They'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Mullen. They have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Stacked him and everything, like literally had him stacked. They didn't get that catch, but okay. Fucking 3 running backs on the field. Oh, you know what you can see. We're Bears.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Yeah.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
I use it
second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's locked.
Are you fucking serious?
This is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, in practice sessions,
I do not understand.
And I hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Strong solo. Team on the right side of the formation. That's strong solo. I gotta run that flip then. Jesus.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Stretch. Ooh.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, they'll drop the throw. Coming, and he's taken down.
Come on, bro. You literally
Finding his way
on
over
the
the side that time, Taven Bryan.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
That's an X factor.
And to think there's still a long way to go in this football game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Second and 15. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mike 54. General West. Hey, Foxtrot. Check. Hey. Hard. 2. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Raiders! A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Damn it.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Right,
Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's see what he does with this.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check. Fresno. Slam. Check the backer. Kill. Slam. Go.
They'll run the toss. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready up. 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. And watch the lane.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. There, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Johnson.
Man, look at that. Man, come on, bro.
For a Denver touchdown.
I usually 2 players and get blocked by the same man. Like, come on, bro.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
One guy.
And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Okay.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Well, y'all receivers dependable like a motherfucker, man. God damn, boy.
Come on.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Protein spill.
They're going to look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
That's how they play man all game.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Get it.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh,
and this is going to be intercepted.
Let him get the touchdown back, man. Why not?
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Vertical on the left, vertical on the right. There's no reason why those safeties are there, bro.
When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Locke going deep here for Parker. He's got a man complete.
Because I clicked on it to catch.
Upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Jim. Check.
On the counter, Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This one, fuck it.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 3 bucks. Play. 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man.
SOS.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, like, stop! Oh, my God, bro. I'm stacking this fucking DB, bro.
At the 39. And he will be set now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Johnson was the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Bravo. 59.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete.
But I can't get no picks.
Contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, fam.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Locke going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach, when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Pilot, 64, weak, a alpha. You're out. On the ball, get it.
They'll drop to throw. Able to shake him off. He completes this to Sutton. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This motherfucker better win.
10 Lobo. Double dog, that's the way. Chicon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie. Look at me, zipper. Shot 56. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man Johnson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Inside the 10. Then all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
Anchored ability finally fucking worked. Bruh.
Now the try here for the extra point.
Son, the anchored ability finally fucking worked.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Oh my God, bro! I mean, to combat all the fuckery that happened earlier in this game. Monelli. Actually.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Locke. Trying to lay one. And got his man complete.
Literally just throw him the place in the face.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
Timeout there.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
It's a big confirmed.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
General West. Switch. Check your hot read.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10. Blitz, boy. Let's go. Lego. Tight.
Let's go. 18 Gator. All right, T.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man is QT, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
No reason that 50 doesn't.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Ready? Christian, travel. Hey, high 7. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Let's go, boy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Johnson on the counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
I like him to do that shit.
Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hello.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
All types of
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pick up there to Raider first.
Ready? 30 base.
Definitely better.
Protein spill. Look at me. Go. He's checking crack.
Check the man.
Hey, Delta. 56 is Mike. 56 is the mic. He's time to lead. Go. Go.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Jump. 56. Mike's 50. Go. Come on. Leo. He's coming. Double up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
56. Hey, orbit. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got him. Now. 56 is the mic. I got one. Go. 56.
2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much. If you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
Start with one stop, you get big game.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told. He's taken down back shy of the 20.
I need what I need back. Single back. Oh my God, shit, this shit. The mic's straight.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, wide receivers? Okay. You ain't putting none of them out there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
You ain't putting none of them out there, brother. Go ahead.
Ready?
On the ground, this is Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Stats are so off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Rock it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Be driven.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh, my God, are you kidding me?
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel
I don't know what to call that, man.
You don't know no better. Check nickel. Check fight.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm
guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Screen play.
Oh, yes, flag. Thank you.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
All right, check this shit out, bro. Let's see the bluff his ass.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Let's go. Watch twist. Hey, check 24. Hey, Sam off. Hey, exit. Let's go.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT.
That's why you use it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
I love Madden 20, bro. Run, pass if you have to.
56 is the mic. I got you, boy. Here. Hey,
On 1st down, Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
If we don't get the ball back here, bro, like, literally fucked. It can't be a face mask, so.
Ready? 18, Gator. 59. Here we go, here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Chance. Check. Watch the safety.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
No.
Take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Come on, man.
Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Levante David.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, foxtrot. Hey! Bam! Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Damn shame, bro.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hello, like this is the play now. Thank you.
6-6, bullet high. Big grip.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
Hey, Wood.
Back to throw again. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Hey,
2nd and 5. Got a man. It's Johnson, end zone, touchdown Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock defensively. They have
give me the pick.
So
I'm using it, bro.
Or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
Jesus Christ.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, 59. Now watch one.
Hey, seam 6.
59.
Now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to launch the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I'm above you.
Extra point from McManus is good. That gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Like, I just give up everything. Like,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
see that
this
drop
one
a pick?
away.
They throw in the coverage and don't get a pick, or they score, bro. Like,
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This shit is wild, man. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. I don't know what to say.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Our receivers don't separate at all versus man, bro. It's only one guy that consistently separates versus man.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Wowzers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Go.
Switch. 56 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 56.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
56. Mike.
Hurry up. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete.
That's don't count,
they had to go for
man has
such little
3 yards
time
of separation,
remaining.
bro.
And that'll be just about all she wrote for this
Get
one.
the fuck out of here, man. Shit makes no sense, bro.
Ready up.
56, Mike, 56. Ricky.
On the ball. On the ball. Hit it.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I bet to my new outside
every yard out of a run,
linebacker over there.
but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you
Oh my God, bro!
to
Like,
get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Christian Travis.
Deuce. 25, check 25. Say,
What? Squeeze. And ready. 5.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I hate to see it.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it
highlights of this shit
as an
here,
offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.